And what is up everyone, it's the All Gaming Blog here, bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. Now on this video topic, are gamers being exploited? DLC, most common DLC problems that you probably don't know or haven't really paid much attention. Now here's the beginning of it. According to GameStop, every major game released for the rest of the year now comes with downloadable content available for purchase on day one. What this means is every major game that's going to come out until this year ends, or probably the next year as well, they just claim for the rest of this year, will come. As soon as the game comes out, you'll be able to buy downloadable content for it. Now, if a game costs $60 itself, or something like that in the US, I don't know, I'm in the UK, so it costs about £50 to me. Now, if a game costs $60 in US, and there's a $10 downloadable content, or whatever, new maps, depends on the game, new maps, new characters, new bullcrap, that's a $70 game right there. And that's with only day one DLC. DLC keeps coming on over and over again, and 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70 worth of DLC will come up throughout to whatever rest of the game. Now, this is basically what's happening is game developers are using downloadable content to increase the price of the game without being too obvious about it. If you really think about it, right, you buy the game, 60 bucks, take it home, you play it, that's it. But if you're a big fan of the game and you want a bit more of the game, let's say you might want play new maps, new story, new characters, new blah blah blah, you're gonna pay more for it. Now, is that really fair for you to spend more on your game? Why couldn't, you know, it's good to have downloadable content, but is it really that good that, you know, you're gonna have to pay a lot more for it? Another thing is, and this, don't really want to mention no company's names about this because I don't want to seem to target, but Capcom is famous for this. About the DLC being put in the disc itself. And I noticed this before on Resident Evil 5, in the sense that I was playing Resident Evil 5 and I said, okay, I'll get this downloadable content pack, which, you know, it was for like £3, £3. So I said it's cheap enough, it gives me new story, new characters, new blah blah blah, and okay, that sounded very nice. And then I noticed that some of that content was a bit too small, in a way that, okay, there was a new mercenaries mode and it was only like 2 megabytes, and I started thinking, wait a minute, this new mercenaries mode is gonna have tons of new characters and tons of new maps and new zombies and whatever. How is this possible to only be 2 megabytes? Well, it's not possible. What happening there was the game, this new downloadable content was already within the game, was already being distributed within the game itself. What I was purchasing was the ability to play it, really. There's a camper there, which I'm gonna kill on the final kill cam. Oh, wait, he's not there yet, but he's gonna be there in a bit. And what I was buying really was a game that, you know, a DLC pack that was already in the game and I didn't know about it, and then I just bought the rights to play it. Now there's the camper I was talking about earlier. This is ridiculous to the point that it's not really downloadable content if the content is already within the disc, which I paid for. And if I paid for it, then I should be entitled to play it. You know, I don't pay good money for my games to, you know, not being able to play it. You're basically buying a game, paying for it, and then they say, no, wait, you want to play more? You gotta pay more. You know, the $60 that you just gave us is not good enough. You need to give us another 60 if you wanna, you know, see another chapter. And this is just another game, because I joined on the other one. I joined mid game, so I just stayed out in the lobby and played another one. And this was live recording, by the way. So yeah. Now, this is the thing, and there's another thing with the DLC content. There's so much bullcrap in here, and I want to give you guys your attention to this. The downloadable content effects on pre-owned markets. What does this mean is, what effect does Okay, I'm gonna try and explain this to you. You go to the shop, you buy a pre-owned game, which I do a lot. I sell and buy games as soon as I'm done playing with them. So I buy this game, right? You buy this brand new game, you take it home, you like the game, you buy the downloadable content for it. You play the game, you get bored, you go to the shop and you sell it again. And somebody else goes to the shop and buys the game. At this point it's pre-owned, and they like the game so much that they decide to buy downloadable content. Did you see what just happened there? You bought the game, you got the downloadable content, right? And then you sold the game, but you didn't sell the downloadable content because you can't sell it. So you already lost your money on the downloadable content right there. Now the other person that bought it bought another more downloadable content for it. So the same game with the same downloadable content about 2-3 times. This is another thing that's wrong with it. Another thing is, in certain games, if it's pre-owned, you need to pay again to buy and EA is famous for this. You need to get basically a license to play online if the game is pre-owned. Let's say like Resistance 3, for example. That's where I noticed it more, is when I played the demo of it, and then people were like, oh, and I saw online like you need to buy this multiplayer key to play online. I was like, but you know, do you have to pay to play online, or no? It's only for pre-owned games, or so it came to my attention. So if you like resell the game, the person that's gonna buy it, they won't be able to play it online. They'll need to buy, you know, to pay to play online. That was an epic stuck, and I swear to God, that happens a lot to me. Sorry to go a bit off topic here, but that happens a lot to me, where I just randomly throw a grenade where I know enemies are more or less in there, and then they get stuck. I should probably do a montage of epic stucks. But thumbs up for epic stuck. But yeah, you know, that's another thing that's wrong with it. So it basically, this is the gist with the DLC. Sometimes DLC comes on day one. That's bullshit. Sometimes the DLC is already in the freaking disc, and you're not really paying to play a new game. You're just paying to play the game that you already own. And resellable. It's not resellable. You can't resell it. You're basically screwed. So here's the things that are wrong with the DLC. Basically making the game more expensive than what it really is, and it's ridiculous. That's why, right? That's why most developers on consoles, at least, do not let you, you know, give the ability to mod the game. Because if you mod the game, that's like downloadable content. You know, you're adding more hours to the game, and you're modifying it, making it better, making it do what you wanted, whatever. You know, instead of just having the ability to modify the game, no, we're gonna put whatever, you know, downloadable content for it, or mods ourselves, and charge you up the ass for it, and you'll pay for it, which is it's ridiculous, man. It's just, I don't know. If you never saw it this way, start seeing it this way. Sorry about that. I'm just I'm a bit ill. But yeah, if just let me know your opinions on this. Really, is it okay for developers to overcharge you for games? Basically, because this is basically what it is. It's an overcharge. You're paying $60 and then you're paying 10, 30, 40 bucks for the downloadable content of the game. Or if it's Call of Duty, they put the Elite on and they'll charge you 30 bucks for it. And regardless of if you like it or not, you're still gonna lose that money. Is it really worth it? I don't think so. It's the statistics basically are, and this was released by Call of Duty themselves. They said 9 out of 10 players will not get Call of Duty Elite. But that's another topic for some other day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, do give me a like, please. Comment on this video on your opinions on this subject, and subscribe if you want to see more. This has been the Gaming Blog. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace.